Dear students, welcome. I am Kapus Ravanti, lecturer in SCA, Government Polytechnic for Women, Warangal, Telangana. Today, the topic of my presentation is necessity of time-based and deflection amplifiers. In the last class, you have learnt about what is a CRO and its importance, working principle of CRO, various blocks of CRO, and function of each block. First of all, I will give the overview of the last class. CRO is nothing but cathode ray oscilloscope. The heart of CRO is CRT. Basically, this device is used to see the waveforms. By using this waveform, we can measure the amplitude, time period, frequency. We can measure the voltage, AC current, DC voltage, DC current, and phase difference, and all these are we can find by using CRO. And also we can measure the pulse parameters, that is rise time, fall time, and duty cycle, and all these things we can find. And also we can test the component whether it is working or not by using the CRO. We can find out. So what type of components we can test? We can test diodes, transistors, and transistors, BJT and FET and LED, and all these things we can find whether the device is working or not, whether the component is working or not, we can find by using CRO. So various blocks of CRO in, that is vertical amplifier and trigger circuit, time-based generator, horizontal amplifier, and CRT, electron gun, and deflecting plates, that is horizontal deflecting plates and vertical deflecting plates, and screen of the CRT. So all these things we have discussed in the last class. Now, on completion of my presentation, you will be able to understand the necessity of time-based signal in CRO and understand the need of deflection amplifiers used in CRO. So first of all, what is time-based voltage? So in CRO, we have two types of deflecting plates. One is a horizontal deflecting plates and the other one is vertical deflection plates. Horizontal deflection plates, they are used to move the signal, that is from left to right and right to left, and vertical deflection plates are used to move the signal, that is from up and down. So in order to deflect the beam horizontally proportional to the time, a voltage is needed which this voltage rises linearly with time. This is known as time-based voltage or sweep voltage, which means that in CRO, to deflect the beam horizontally, that means to move the beam horizontally proportional to the time, but is which rises linearly with time, that means a voltage is needed. That voltage is called time-based voltage or sweep voltage. Okay, this voltage is used to control the position of the light spot on the screen in X direction. This is the use of time-based voltage. So How to generate the time-based voltage? There is a special circuit that is called relaxation oscillator or pulse generator. We can generate the sawtooth voltage or the sweep voltage can be generated. And what is the necessity of the time-based voltage? Generally, in oscilloscope, the waveform is the waveform displays the waveform is shown on the figure, that is a function of time. That means the oscilloscope display the waveforms as a function of time, and if the waveform is to be reproduced accurately, the beam, that means the electron beam, must have a constant horizontal velocity. Since the beam velocity is a function of the deflection voltage, the deflecting voltage must increase linearly with time. So, a voltage with this characteristic is called ramp voltage. That means in CRO, to display the waveform, we need a ramp voltage. That ramp voltage is a function of deflecting voltage. This deflecting voltage increases linearly with time. So, if the voltage decreases rapidly to zero with the waveform repeatedly reproduced as shown in figure, this pattern that is called a sawtooth waveform. That means the ramp voltage increases linearly with time. Here the sawtooth voltage which rises up to the peak period, that is a sweep time, and suddenly it falls down, that is decreases rapidly to zero and repeatedly reproduced, and this is called the sawtooth waveform. You can see in the figure, that is this is a general sweep voltage, that is a rises, that is a sweep period, and TR is the retrace or flyback period, and the total time period, that is equal to the TS plus TR. So this is a sawtooth voltage waveform, one complete sweep period and flyback period. So what happens during the sweep time? During the sweep time, the electron beam moves from left to right across the CRT screen. So during retrace time, that is in flyback time, the electron beam returns quickly to the left side of the screen. That means that during the retrace period, the electron beam returns, that is nothing but moves from right to left of the screen. So, in order to observe the waveform on a CRO, first it is applied to the vertical plates, and sawtooth voltage is applied to the horizontal plates. So first, let us assume that the sawtooth waveform has an idealized wave shape. We have taken the ideal wave shape. This is a sawtooth waveform, time period on x-axis and voltage on y-axis. So you can see in the figure. So under these conditions, the electron beam is under two forces, that is one in the horizontal direction and the other in the vertical direction. So in horizontal direction, moving the beam at a linear rate from left to right. Second, in vertical direction, moving the beam up and down. Since the deflection is proportional to the voltage applied to the deflecting plates, the horizontal moment is proportional to the voltage applied to the X plates. And at any instant, since the ramp voltage is linear, it traces a straight line on the CRT screen. You can see in the figure, this is a sawtooth voltage. So, the vertical deflection is proportional to the voltage applied to the Y plates at any instant, and thus the beam moves up and down according to the magnitude and the polarity of the input voltage. You can see in the figure, here given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that is the sawtooth wave. Sawtooth wave, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see, you can observe. So, when simultaneously with the horizontal sawtooth voltage, an input voltage is applied to the vertical deflection plates, so the beam is under influence of two forces, that is, one in horizontal direction, moving the beam at a linear rate from left to right, and second in vertical direction, moving the beam up and down. Since the deflection is proportional to the voltage applied to the deflection plates, the horizontal moment is proportional to the voltage applied to the X plates at any instant. And since the voltage is applied to the X plate, since the ramp voltage is linear, it traces a straight line on the CRT screen. The vertical deflection is proportional to the voltage applied to the Y plates at any instant, and thus the beam moves up and down according to the magnitude and polarity of the input voltage. So, at the end of the cycle, the sweep voltage abruptly, that means suddenly, drops down and the spot is immediately transferred to its original position. The process is then repeated again with the result that a stationary image is on the screen. For the case shown, the frequency of the input voltage is twice that of the sweep voltage. To observe more than one cycle of the input voltage, the sweep voltage frequency has to be submultiple of the input voltage frequency, which means that when the sweep and the signal frequencies are equal, a single cycle appears. Suppose if you want more than one cycle, the sweep voltage frequency has to be submultiplied of the input voltage frequency. That means we can get the more number of cycles. So the process is repeated again and you will observe a steady pattern due to the persistence of region. So what happens if the time-based signal is not applied to the horizontal plates? So when an AC voltage is applied to a CRO without applying the time-based signal, a vertical line is only displayed indicating peak to peak voltage of input signal. So in the above case, the input signal time period or frequency details will not be displayed on the CRO screen, which means that when the time-based signal is not applied, only AC voltage is applied to a CRO. So a vertical line, you can see in the figure, a vertical line is displayed which indicates that the peak to peak voltage of the input signal. From this we can't get the, that means we can't get the time period or frequency, which means that time period or frequency details are not available or not displayed on the CRO screen. Now coming to the deflection amplifiers. So the amplifiers used in CRO are horizontal deflection amplifiers and vertical deflection amplifiers. Here you can see these horizontal deflection amplifiers and vertical deflection amplifiers are connected to the X plates and Y plates. In CRT, we can see here Y plates are mounted vertically and X plates are mounted horizontally. Here you can see electron gun produces a beam of electrons and there is a heater and supply, and a potential difference across the Y plates deflects the rays vertically. A potential difference across the plates deflects the rays horizontally. Light produced on the screen by electron beam. There is a HT supply. Now you can see in the figure deflection system, that is vertical deflecting plates and horizontal deflection plates. Those are encircled in the encircled here, that is a blue mark is there now. So what is the need of deflection system? So to control the electron beam in any direction on the screen of the CRT, we need the deflection system. So horizontal and vertical deflection plates, this is the symbol of the CRO, vertical deflection plates and horizontal deflection plates. Vertical deflection plates are mounted horizontally and horizontal deflection plates are mounted vertically. That is horizontal deflection plates are move the signal left and right, and vertical deflection plates are used to move the spot or a signal up and down. This is the block diagram of the typical oscilloscope. Vertical input is given to the vertical amplifier, that is given to the CRO, that is CRT vertical plates, and external trigger circuit is there, and sweep trigger and sweep generator is there, and now horizontal input, that is given to the horizontal amplifier, that is amplified and given to the horizontal deflecting plates. So an oscilloscope consists of a CRT and its associated control and input circuitry, that is a time-based generator, vertical and horizontal amplifiers. So that means that the oscilloscope or CRO consists of CRT, time-based generator, and vertical and horizontal amplifiers. Time-based generator. It is used to generate the time-based waveform, that is nothing but sawtooth voltage required to deflect the beam horizontal direction on the CRT screen. So this time-based voltage or the time-based generator produces the sawtooth voltage. This is to deflect the beam horizontal direction on the CRT screen. And a horizontal amplifier, it is used to amplify the sawtooth voltage before it is applied to the horizontal deflection plates. That means that before applying to the deflection plates, the sawtooth voltage must be amplified by using horizontal amplifier. And vertical amplifier. So it is used to amplify the signal, that is the input signal in the vertical section. Vertical deflection. As the beam emerges from the gun, it passes through a set of parallel plates that is oriented horizontally, which means that the electron gun produces the electron beam. So the electron beam come out from the electron gun, it passes through a set of parallel plates that is vertical deflection plates. So these vertical deflection plates are mounted horizontally, and the voltage to be displayed, it is amplified by a vertical amplifier, and this amplified voltage is applied across these vertical deflection plates and producing an electric field which deflects the path of the electron beam in the vertical direction. That which means that the input voltage to be displayed, that is amplified by the vertical amplifier, and next this amplified voltage is applied to the vertical deflecting plates and produces an electric field and deflects the path of the electron beam in vertical direction. Coming to the horizontal deflection. After the beam passes through the vertical deflection plates, it passed through a set of horizontal deflection plates that are oriented vertically, which means that after passing the beam through the vertical deflection plates, it is passed through a horizontal deflection plates. These horizontal deflection plates are mounted vertically. A potential difference applied to these plates produces an electric field which deflects the electron beam horizontally across the screen. So, a voltage that is applied to the horizontal deflection plates produces an electric field that deflects the electron beam horizontally. So, a time-based signal normally drives the horizontal deflection plates. So, this circuit can control the rate at which the electron beam sweeps from left to right by using the sweep knob, which means that in CRO there is a sweep knob. So, by using this sweep knob, we can adjust the sweep speed and the resulting trace on the screen can be spread out or compressed. By using this sweep knob, we can adjust the sweep speed and the trace can be compressed or we can expand. So, if there is no deflection, what happens? If the two deflection voltages were held constant, the electron beam would strike a fixed point on the phosphor screen and a stationary point would be visible on the CRO screen. So, if the horizontal deflection voltage and vertical deflection voltage both are held constant, the electron beam strike a fixed point on the phosphor screen and a stationary point would be, that means a light spot stationary point would be visible on the CRO screen. So far we have discussed about the time-based signal, necessity of the time-based signal and the use of amplifiers, that is horizontal amplifier and horizontal deflection amplifier and vertical deflection amplifier and horizontal deflection plates and vertical deflection plates and how they are used and how to give the input waveform to the CRO and how we can get the waveform in a CRO screen. Now coming to the quiz part, the first question is, during the retrace time, the electron beam, the options are like this. A moves from left to right on the screen. B moves from right to left on the screen. C moves from bottom to top of the screen. and D moves from top to bottom of the screen. So we can see in the figure, during the read raise time, the electron beam, if you refer to the figure, the electron beam moves from right to left on the screen. That is given in the figure. Here you can see the electron beam, that is in retrace time, which is also known as a flyback time. During the retrace time, the beam returns quickly to the left side of the screen. That means during the sweep time, it is moves from left to right. From during the retrace time, it returns to the right to left of the screen. So the correct option is B is the correct answer. Now coming to the second question. In a CRO, time-based signal is applied to the dash. A. Y plates, B. X plates, C. either X or Y plates, D. both X and Y plates. In CRO, the time-based signal is applied to B. X plates, which means that the time-based signal is applied to the horizontal deflection plates. So the correct option is B. The time base of a CRO is dash. A. Square waveform, B. Sawtooth waveform, C. Sine waveform, D. output from a built-in clock. In a CRO, the time base is a sawtooth waveform, so the correct option is B. Now, the frequently asked questions in the end exam. Explain the deflection amplifiers used in CRO and what is the purpose of the time-based signal in CRO. Here the deflection amplifiers nothing but horizontal deflection amplifiers and vertical deflection amplifiers. Till now we have discussed, and the purpose of time-based signal, that is used to deflect the beam horizontally, and we can control the signal at any instant of time by using the time base. And I thank you very much for watching this video, and if you have any queries, please feel free to interrupt at any time. And my email ID is sravanthi.kapu sravanthi.kapu@gmail.com. Thank you. Signing off. Sravanthi. Goodbye.